Hey everybody, it's Doug Shaw with the Make Maine Your Home team over Remax Oceanside. In this week's episode, we're going to talk about smart home improvements. Not smart home improvements, smart home improvements. Let's do this. All right, everybody, like I said, we're going to talk about smart home improvements. Everybody's kind of going the smart home route. There's Amazon, Google, Ring. There's a lot of them out there. I'm not going to endorse any of them or anything like that. I will talk about some of the things that I have in my own home, some things that I've seen in other people's, just from being in properties, but not necessarily endorsing anything or giving you instructions on how to use it and all that stuff. But I'll just kind of talk through some of the things that we've seen that are great upgrades to your home that you can add if you have some of these devices. First on our list is the smart thermostat. Probably the most common one that I've seen for the longest time is Nest. I still have, clients that use it and they tell me that's really the best of the best. There's other versions of the thermostats out there, like other brands and things, but a lot of people have told me that the Nest is really the best one. But again, I'm not endorsing or anything. It's just what I've heard about it. I've played with them, at people's houses. When I see them up on the wall, if I'm, have a listing or whatever, I try to learn a little bit about it. They seem super cool. Smart home, you could do things, from your phone, so no matter where you are, you can make sure that you turn your the heat down and stuff like that when you're away. If you forget to do that when you leave, it's really impressive. Very cool thing to have in your house is a smart thermostat. Smart locks. At my house, I use Ring for a couple things, Ring doorbell things, and you can buy locks through that service. There's also, again, Nest, I think, has that and a lot of other services. But smart locks, again, from your phone, you can boop, 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 and the deadbolt goes in. If you're running out of the house fast, you're like, shoot, did I lock the doors? You could check and do those. So that's really great. Smart lighting. I remember years ago when that first started to come out, I had a client that listed their property and she's like, oh, you can, do the lighting right from Alexa. So you walk in the house, say, hey, Alexa, turn on the lights. And all of a sudden they come on. Really cool. I believe it's kind of like a light bulb that has a chip in or something like that. And it all syncs up and all that. If you can check those things, turn them on, turn them off. Mess with your family members at home, like if you're at work and you want to mess with them, you could turn the lights on and off. That'd be kind of fun, I guess. At least that's something I would do. I'd spend all this money on smart home products just to mess with my family, because why not? Let's see, smart security systems. Security systems now are super easy to install. Like I said, I have a Ring doorbell system. We do have a couple cameras outside and stuff, and we do subscribe to the security system. So no matter where we are, we can kind of keep an eye on the house. So if anybody tries to break in, of course, it has the whole security system. But we really like that because not only when we're away, we have some cameras and stuff outside because of the doorbells, but if we're looking to see where the heck the kids are, we can kind of check it out and be like, okay, they're over there across the street. We could see them, and it's kind of neat to use. If you have a bigger house and you're way up somewhere else and the doorbell rings, at least you can kind of quickly jump on your phone and, communicate with them. If you're away, you can communicate with them through the doorbell, make it sound like you're there. Thankfully here in Maine, we don't have a lot of issues like that, thankfully. But we do like to use, our system to make sure the house is safe when we're not there. Smart speakers, of course, that's great. Again, in our house, Alexa's used a lot in our home for, playing music, but you can also control other speakers in the house. You can have a whole surround system throughout the house operated by those technologies, and everything when you're looking at a smart home is usually connected through the app and stuff like that. All of these things are great for the home. If you're going to sell it in increasing value, people really like these technologies. And I have found, though, when the Nest thermostat came out, the Nest thermostat was up there on the wall. And then, of course, when my client was selling the house and leaving, they took it with them. Because they're like, hey, this is an expensive thing. I'm taking it with them. You can't do that when you're selling a house. So you got to be mindful of that if you are putting your house on the market, that if you don't want that to be included, you got to take it down. And they had to bring it back and put it back in. So anyway, that's it there. One of my favorite things to do on it is have these little systems tell jokes. I happen to have a little thing here. Hey, Google, tell me a joke.
Which animal is the least trustworthy? Cheetahs.
Oh. All right. Anyway, if you have any questions about smart home improvements, comment below. Hit us up. Happy to help you out. And remember, if you make Maine your home, you don't have to do it alone.